step number 2, like when you get into your early 30s, you got to become really, really smart with how you train. In your 20s, you can be pretty dumb and still get away with stuff. There's so many times where I trained really hard, just completely dehydrated, and I was fine. Like, the studies show like you lose reaction time and you increase your chance of injury and all these things at all ages, but you usually dodge those bullets in your teens and your 20s. And in your 30s, you just don't dodge those bullets. Like, injuries happen. It's like if I go into a session and I'm dehydrated, I'm peeing yellow at age 34, and I go start jumping, my knees hurt. Like, my knees feel sore. And that's a big, like, you're not getting enough synovial fluid. We dry out as we age. We lose elasticity. We dry out. It becomes harder to lubricate the joints. We don't have as much water in the fascia, so things just don't slide as well. And so things like nutrition and hydration are now 100% essential for you to even go out and train hard and to make gains from that training session. It's no longer like, in your 20s, it's a great idea, but yes, like, you could really mess up and still probably get by. You're not optimizing, but you're probably getting by. In your 30s, you can no longer get by, right? You string together a couple sessions where your nutrition was poor, your protein was low, you're dehydrated, you're probably going to create an overuse injury. And you're probably, a lot of times those little overuse injuries is what derails people in their 30s. They get that knee soreness or they get that Achilles tendinopathy, and then they're just like, all right, like, I got to shut it down. Achilles tendinopathy might take a year to heal. It might take 2 years to heal in your 30s if you're not doing the right things. And so a lot of times that just derails the rest of their athletic career. Like, they're just not doing the things to take care of that. They're not hydrating. Their nutrition is bad. Their sleep is bad. And then they're just like, all right, I'm in longevity mode. Like, I'm just going to do these corrective exercises for the rest of my life. Nutrition and hydration become essential. Sleep becomes essential. Warm-ups become way more important. I used to not have to warm up at all. I could just get straight to it, or I just warm up with the task itself. So if I'm going out to dunk, then I would just start with some net touches and then some backboard touches and then some rim touches, and then I'll get my first dunk and then I'm good to go. Now I need longer warm-ups. Like, I gotta go open chain. So I'll lay down on the ground. I'll do some knee pumps, so just some knee extensions until I feel a good burn in the quad. And that starts to get that synovial fluid going in the knees and starts to lubricate everything, get some blood flow going in the quads. And then I'll hop up. I'll do like a heels elevated deep squat, and I'm continuing to release more synovial fluid. And then I'll drop through with a little bit of speed, and then I'll get into my jumping. But it has to be a more gradual ramp up for me. If I just go straight to jumping, usually my knees are a little bit more sore. And I'm just not going to get a good session. I could get through the session. I'm just not going to get a really, really good session if I don't extend that warm up a little bit. Sometimes I even get in the sauna before, getting, like, when you think about heat, especially as you age, as we dry out, you think about, like, the classic example is, if you put honey in your hand and then rub your hands together, it's really, really sticky. Your hands don't slide very well. But if you warmed that honey up, right? Warm it up for 20 seconds. Now you put it in the hands and, ooh, slides and glides. This is your fascia sliding on the muscle, right? This is what we need for elasticity, for fluid movement. When you don't have that, that's when you feel like really, really tight. It might not be that the muscle is short. It's just things don't slide and glide like they normally should. And so heat is important. So as you age, building up your body temperature through a longer warm-up is so important. Having some cardio in your warm-ups. We do like nasal breathing cardio in most of our programs, even just for 5 or 10 minutes. And you should be sweating before you start that workout. Sometimes I don't have that kind of time. Like, I'll be at the house, I'll be busy, I'm doing stuff, and I got 30 minutes. We have a sauna. I'll hop in the sauna, or if you're at like LA Fitness, boom, hop in the sauna for 7 minutes and go through a little mobility routine, put your joints through a full range of motion while you're in the sauna. And then you get through your kind of dynamic warm up and you get out the sauna and you're already sweating. So a lot of times if I'm short on time, I can only get a 30-minute workout. I can't spend 20 minutes. I can't spend 15 minutes warming up. So I'm going to do like 5-7 minutes in the sauna, and then I'll get out with a light sweat. And I've already put my joints through a full range of motion while I was in the sauna. And now I can get into more of the specific task that I'm getting into. If I'm sprinting, then I'll start at 25%, 50, 75, 100. If I'm jumping, same thing, 25. 50. So you get the point. When you're younger, you can kind of just use the task itself to warm you up. It's still a good idea to go through a full dynamic warm-up, but you don't necessarily have to. Again, you get by. But yeah, at 34, it's really tough to just start jumping. It's really tough to just start sprinting. I think it's a really good idea to either extend your warm-up, have a full sweat, or do little tricks like that. Hop in the sauna, get a full sweat, go through your full range of motion there, and then start your workout.